Hi guys, today is just a quick video on subtraction in the column method, okay? And we are going to be looking in the second example at borrowing. So the first example is just going to be to show you the column method, and then the next one is going to be, well, the purpose of that would be to show you borrowing, still using the column method though, okay? Let's get started then. So if we had 28 take away 7, we're going to go with the biggest number first, okay? So 28. Feel free to add the tens and the units label there just to remind yourselves, okay? So 10 and units, and then this one, because it's a 1-digit number, okay, it's in the units column. So we're going to put it directly in, so directly underneath the 8 because it's in the units column, okay? Remember, we are taking away. So 8 take away 7. So if I were to do 8 circles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I were to cross out 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we are left with 1. So our answer is 1, okay? 2 take away nothing, because there's nothing in the tens column for this number, would just be 2. So 28 take away 7 is just 21. Okay, now I'm going to show you the same strategy, only we are going to be borrowing, okay? So if I said 52 take away 9, okay, so we go with the biggest number first, so 52, again you can write down tens and units if you want to, and then we're going to add in the 9 because again it's a 1-digit number, so it's in the units column. Now this is where we've hit a problem, okay? You can't take 9 away from 2, because if you were to hold up 2 fingers, okay, you can't deduct 9, you can't take away 9 because it's just not enough. If it was 9 take away 2, that would be fine, but it's not, and we can't just switch around when it comes to subtraction, okay? So we are going to need to borrow. For the purpose of that, I am just going to rub these labels out, but they're still up there for you to refer to if needed. So we are going to go to the number to our left, okay? So if you're in the units column, you're going to go to the tens column. If you're in the tens column, you go to the hundreds column, and so on. So we are going to borrow from the 5. We only need to borrow 1, okay? So let's put a line through the 5 to remind ourselves that it's no longer a 5 because we are borrowing a 1 here. This then, if you've got 5 and you take 1 away, you're left with 4. So this number in the tens column turns into 4. This now merges together and becomes 12. It doesn't add, okay? It's not 2 add 1, it just joins the number, okay? So it becomes 12. Suddenly we have 12 take away 9. So if I were to use the circle strategy again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm always drawing out, guys, the biggest number. Just like 8 is bigger than 7, so I drew 8 circles. 12 is bigger than 9, so I'm drawing 12 circles. Then we're going to use the smaller number of the two, so 9. Remember, we're only in the units column. So I'm going to cross out now 9 because we want to see how much 12 take away 9 is. So we need to take 9 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many are we left with? How many have we not crossed out? 1, 2, 3. They're the only ones that haven't been crossed out. So our answer there is going to be 3. Remember, still keeping it in the units column, okay? Now we move on to the tens column. The 5 is no longer a 5 because we had to give 1 away. So now it's 4. Remember, this 1 is joined onto the 2 here and become 12 rather than 3 because you're not adding 1. This is in the tens column, so you're actually adding 10, and 10 add 2 is 12, okay? So, because we had to take 1 10 away from the 50, it turns into 40. So at the moment, we've got 40 here. 40 take away nothing equals 40. But again, we aren't going to be drawing the 0 because our units column is already occupied. So if it's easier to think of it as 4, that's absolutely fine. Okay, just remember, although the digit itself looks like a 4, it's in the tens column, so it represents 40 and this represents 3. Just to add to the explanation, this would represent 20, this would represent 1. Okay, that would represent 50, that would represent 2, and so on. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely day.